Hi, we are here again today and myself नारायण। जैसे कि मैंने पहले भी कह चुका हूँ, नाम का यहाँ कोई काम नहीं है और जो कुछ भी है वो नाम से और किसी भी बंधन से परे हैं। So today we are gonna talk about some, the part where everyone in his life uh, he goes through that experience where he feels sometimes light, which we can say is a blissful thing, and sometimes it's a darkness. So, according to the Yin-Yang theory, this is a part of every and each entity's entity. If there is some darkness, there is always a light. But the difference between that is that when there is too much darkness, then there is a little light. It is always there, but it is hard to see in the darkness. When there is too much light, then is a little darkness, like a shadow or something else. So that's what happens in our life. But this is all part where duality matters, because everything we experience is in the duality, like good or bad, right or wrong, light or darkness, uh, up and downs. So everything is in duality. But when someone and something is out of the duality, then it means something else. So, for example, if I have to explain to you, then yeah, I got a good example. So if I'll have to explain to you, I'll show you something. So what is happening? Sorry. So it's a good way to let you understand what I'm trying to say. Sorry for the disturbance. So yeah. So what are you talking? See, this is a mala, they call it. Okay. In this mala, there is one thing that there is a spare. You know, there is one, the round thing is spare here. You can say. So what is happening? Just suppose this whole mala is a word. This whole thing is a word, and the thing, this one here, is the outside from everything. So you don't count that thing. It's always, you get to know where you started and where you finish it. So when you know about this one, so this is the thing that is outside this word. But what is happening now? So if this is your word, then what's gonna happen? You are holding this one. So this is the the enlightened soul, you can say, or you can say the Atma or Paramatma or whatever God or you call it. So what is happening? There is this word, and one person is holding from on the top of this one, and that top of the person, this one here, this one is is suppose I am holding. So what is happening? So I am playing with this one, and I am the one who can uh, mold this thing into whatever I want. The same thing is, you need to understand from your perspective. Like what is happening? We are trapped in this world, and it's hard for us to to focus on the other things, because we don't know what actually is and who is actually and who is telling you the truth. But uh, to find out the truth, you need to know yourself. No one can tell you the truth, because you if you want to ask someone who doesn't know what is the fact and what is not the fact, then how he can tell you, and how that person can tell you about the truth. So what's going to happen? Like, that's why life is not, it's a journey, it's an experience. So what happen every time you experience something in your life, and from that experience you learn. Either you want to move on from this one, or you want to learn and you want to apply that experience in your life to know the fact. Because as I always say, the truth you cannot hear it, or you cannot listen it. So about the truth we were talking. So truth, you cannot hear it, you cannot listen it, but you have to experience that. How you gonna experience? By living it. Once you're gonna start living it, it's gonna be easy for you to understand the Yin-Yang theory, and everything is like that. We are stuck in the duality. But once you see yourself like the same mala I was telling you, the last, the bead that is out of the mala, you cannot count. So suppose that thing is out of this whole world, and there is another person who's watching, and then another person is watching, another person watching. Eventually you'll reach to the point where you'll see who is watching. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's hard to understand, because that's where we have to, take a help from the philosophy. So because in philosophy we can always talk about the things how is happening, and it always differ. Like our fingerprints are different. So the same way, everyone's life journey is different. Everyone's experience is different. So, but there are only 112 methods that already mentioned in the granthas, or uh, things the people is talk, but no one knows is actually really, 112 too, or no, is more or less. But where I see, like, we all belongs to one light only. So if there's darkness, there's gonna be always a light in your life. But it, how you see the things in your life, that always matters. Know to know what is happening, you need to be observer in your life. How you gonna observe if you don't have focused mind, that is out of the trouble. So you need a quiet mind to understand what is happening around you. And if you, as long as you are involved, like the same 108 beads in the mala, you don't know where your position is. But once you come out of the bead and you know where your position is, now you know what's your position and who is handling you, because you know, like, your position, and there is someone who's always on the upper hand on your side. So that's what you know, the upper hand, by knowing yourself. If you cannot know yourself, then it's hard for you to know the life. Otherwise you're gonna, like, the 95% people on the planet earth live the same thing every day, day by day. So you're gonna be one of them if you want. But if you want change, you need to understand it doesn't matter which way you choose, because now we are living in the Kali Yuga. There is different method, different theories, and different things in the every yug. On based of that, it's up to you now to look for your freedom, your liberation. Thank you. I hope I'll see you next time. Take care.